What's up everyone, welcome back. I'm TheJoshElkin and today I'm making a Scotch Eggs Benedict sandwich with 1,000-sheet potato bite. Let's get on with the recipe.
Now before I get into this recipe, obviously I'm not slicing 1,000 sheets of potatoes. It's a figure of speech. Shout out to a cook named Matt for inspiring to make this awesome creation. But it definitely has a lot of layers. And it definitely has a lot of labor of love. But if you like potatoes as much as I like potatoes, you love finding different ways to consume them. And this is one of, if not the most innovative way to cook some potatoes. Now I've sliced these potatoes and stacked them on top of one another, and the starch from the potatoes are gonna hold them together when we eventually put them in the deep fryer. Obviously there are some chances that some of them fall apart, but don't you know that some delicious food lies in the imperfections? Write that down. I could have made these stacked potatoes and called it a day, but that's not going to be a fulfillment. You're not going to be fulfilled from just potatoes. So to accompany these potatoes, I'm going to make an Eggs Benedict burger that you've never seen before. In fact, you probably can't even comprehend how complex this Eggs Benedict burger is. I'm starting off with some breakfast sausage and gonna add some seasoning to it just to increase the flavor profile of this entire thing. Now, a typical Scotch egg has a soft-boiled egg inside of it, but Eggs Benedict traditionally has a poached egg. And I wanna make this a burger, which means I wanna make it a little flat. And the only way to do that is to poach the egg instead of doing what I like to call a 5-minute egg. So right here, as you can see, are flattened poached eggs. And I'm gonna wrap this sausage around it and carefully flatten them out to resemble some sort of a burger. Now I'm not frying these like a traditional burger. Instead, I'm gonna dredge them in some flour, then coat them in some egg wash, then add them to some breadcrumbs, double dredge that action so that I seal the sausage and I seal the egg, try and flatten it out a little bit, and then deep fry them. Because typically, like I said, that's how you make a Scotch egg. Now I'm just gonna go back a second. I was saying that typically you would fry a burger. What I meant was you would pan fry it or throw it on a griddle or, grill it. You wouldn't deep fry a burger traditionally, but this is the furthest thing from tradition. Now I'm gonna work on the hollandaise sauce, and now I know in the past I've done it in the microwave, and in fact I got a lot of flack for that, even though it's incredibly efficient. This time, I'm doing it more traditionally and using a double boiler. But if there's one thing I gotta say about a delicious hollandaise is you gotta add some sort of paprika. It's gonna brighten it up, but also, if you're like me and you love smoked paprika, it'll add some smokiness, which will complement this entire burger, given the fact that I'm also adding some smoked ham to the bottom and the base. Now on top of the burger, as soon as it comes out of the fryer, I added some American cheese, and then a generous amount of some of that hollandaise sauce, a little garnish with some chopped up chives. And there you have it, Eggs Benedict burger.
Whoa, the concept that I had in my head was one thing. What we ended up putting on the plate is a completely different thing. English muffin with a Scotch egg in the middle, American cheese, hollandaise sauce, all on a bed of smoked ham. This is the showstopper. We have our multi-layered stacked potato bite. It's like a mille-feuille or Napoleon combined with a tater tot and a French fry. Guys, this is an incredible creation. It might seem like it's a bit complicated, but trust me, if you follow the recipe, it is not that hard. And to follow the recipe, all you gotta do is check the link in the description down below, which will take you to recipechampions.com, where this recipe is published. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you on the next one.